Can Shiba Inu Coin reach $1? Let's find out. What is going on, guys? Kyle with Finance Bro here. Welcome back to another video, guys. We're going to be talking about Shiba Inu today, and more specifically, we're going to be talking about whether or not Shiba Inu can reach $1, and the specific date here is actually put forth by this Motley Fool article. First of all, yes, I know it's a Motley Fool article, and yes, I'm going to point out the specific biases and opinions in this article that I'm sure are going to have a lot of controversy behind them. And even if there's not, I will point that out as well. But yes, I'm aware of the bias, guys. You don't have to run to the comments and tell me. I know that there is bias there, but I digress. Again, if we look real quick at Shiba Inu, we're down just about 0.88% on the day. Overall cryptocurrency market is mixed as far as the overall performance of some of these other major coins. If we look at the overall cryptocurrency market, we're up just about 0.52%. Now, you have to keep in mind, guys, that DeFi has been kind of just sucking lately. Shiba Inu, of course, being a big part of the DeFi community. But again, the overall performance of the DeFi community has just not been great over the last couple of months. It's not been great. And most of the reason for that is because a lot of that DeFi money that we had, where we had a major run in the last, what was it, like October into November, kind of shifted, right? It shifted to larger market cap coins. Coins like Ethereum, coins like a Solana, coins like Tether, coins like Bitcoin, you know, all of those kind of larger cap coins. We saw basically a larger shift in funds that were more concentrated in DeFi. Now, keeping all of this in mind, there is actually still a very large concentration of Ethereum whales that are buying up Shiba Inu rapidly. I just want to mention this before we get in the article because this is important, guys, that Ethereum whales now, their number one position is Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is the number one position amongst Ethereum whales. And it's fascinating that they are continuing to buy at these levels, guys. And it really, really gets me excited for the future, or possibly even the next couple of months of Shiba Inu. I'm really excited to see where this coin is going to go. Now, first things first, here we have at Finance Bro. Of course, guys, you have to join our private Discord server. First link down in the description below. If you guys want to get private access to an amazing community of like-minded individuals who are easy and down to help you guys with whatever you need, whether it's crypto, stocks, or anything in between. Plus, you guys can talk to us on a day-to-day, minute-to-minute basis, guys. We are super active in the Discord, always trying to help people, always trying to get people educated. And of course, we talk about really interesting, exclusive, most of the time, Shiba Inu news, guys. So again, if you want to be part of that, it's the first link down in the description below. All you guys have to do is sign up. It's super, super cheap. We wanted to make it affordable for everybody. And overall, it's a really, really great thing. And I think you guys will really enjoy it. But let's get into this article, guys. I know you guys are all waiting patiently. Could Shiba Inu Coin reach $1 by 2025? The viral cryptocurrency has already generated incredible wealth. Let's read a little bit more. So the key points here, I mean, normally I would read the key points, but I mean, going over the article, we're going to read the key points pretty much anyway. So we'll just get right into it. Despite the recent sell-off, Shiba Inu is still the 13th most valuable cryptocurrency with a market value of nearly 19 billion. That's impressive in its own right. But the story becomes the stuff of legend when you dig a little deeper. Since hitting a low in November of 2020, the token price has skyrocketed 60 million%. 60 million%, guys. I listen. When people tell me, oh, Shiba Inu's dead, it's down 50% this, last couple of months, who cares? This coin is up 60 million% since then, guys. That is almost an unfathomable number. I mean, that is incredible. Like how, like to kind of quantify that in your own head and justify that, it's incredible stuff. Either way, so just a really cool kind of side caveat there I wanted to kind of mention. But 60 million%, meaning a mere $17 invested in Shiba Inu last year would be worth $10 million today, guys. Incredible stuff. Very few, if any, assets have generated so much wealth in so little time. And after Shiba Inu fell 60% from its high, many investors are hoping for a great performance. In fact, Shiba supporters are forecasting a token price of $1 by 2025. That implies another 2,965,000 upside from its current price of the 3372 level. That's an annualized return of about 1,212% over the next 4 years, which is relatively mild compared to its historical performance. So, could Shiba Inu really hit $1? Let's dive in. What makes Shiba Inu value? In August 2020, the pseudonym Ryoshi created Shiba Inu, co-opting the mascots popularized by Dogecoin to that end. Shiba Inu has earned a reputation as the Doge Killer, a nickname that Ryoshi attributes to its greater publicity and utility. Specifically, Shiba Inu is an ERC20 token, a type of smart contract built on the Ethereum blockchain. Theoretically, that does make it more functional than Dogecoin because the token is compatible with Ethereum's thriving ecosystem of decentralized finance or DeFi applications. However, that compatibility hasn't always translated into utility. Shiba Inu has not been incorporated into the popular DeFi protocols like Aave or Compound, nor is it widely accepted form of payment. Well, okay. And it 100% true that it hasn't been accepted into protocols like Aave or Compound. Very true. But widely accepted form of payment, it's starting to get there. I mean, we saw Newegg literally just last month push forward for a partnership with Shiba Inu, and they are officially good to go there. We're seeing BitSmart, we're seeing BitPay, we're seeing a bunch of different companies and overall cryptocurrency payment processors add Shiba Inu as a valuable, like a token that you can actually use to purchase things on their website, in their storefront, and whatever it is they're selling, you guys can use Shiba Inu to buy. So again, I wouldn't really agree that it's it's not currently widely accepted, but I think it is starting to kind of get that ball rolling, so to say. In fact, there is very little that you can do with a token. The Shiba Inu soaring price can be attributed to two things: aggressive marketing and social media, and brilliant branding. In other words, with the rise of Dogecoin still fresh in the minds of cryptocurrency investors, a name like Shiba Inu was sure to turn some heads. After that, hype generated on social media platforms took care of the rest. So, I mean, again, they're right on some ends, and they're kind of, I think, a little bit, I won't say wrong, but maybe misinformed on others. Again, the problem with Shiba Inu is that because it is a more of a DeFi kind of overall look, I guess, if you will, at the kind of cryptocurrency market, it's very different from a lot of things that we're very used to, right? Whether it's Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever you're looking at, the larger market cap cryptocurrencies. Again, Shiba Inu has a unique kind of sell to it in that it is so accessible to everybody, right? And I think that's what makes it great. I think that's what makes it so interesting. And I think that's what's made it so successful, in my opinion. Now, here is the $1 part. And I think this is very interesting. So I'm going to kind of break this down here. So is $1 a realistic price target? Popularity is never a good long-term investment thesis, at least not without something more sustainable to back it up. But in the short term, Shiba Inu is a perfect example of just how powerful popularity can be. That's why some investors are still hoping it achieves what Dogecoin never managed. They want to see it cross the $1 threshold. Unfortunately, that's impossible. With a $1 price tag, Shiba Inu's market value would reach $550 trillion. For context, global gross domestic product, we know the GDP of the world would be, this much, and therefore Shiba Inu would be worth 6 times the GDP. I know, listen. The fact that they ended this article off with the classic take from people who either hate Shiba Inu or hate DeFi or just hate any of these kind of community coins, right, or whatever. Again, it's just stupid, right? The reason for this is that, number one, we have inflation, right? Inflation is coming at a very rapid rate, especially this year with the overprinting of money thanks to stimulus checks in the United States. We also have the issue that the US dollar is more than likely, because of crypto slowly being devalued. So again, overall valuations as far as GDP is concerned is probably going to go down over the next 10 to 15 years. And two, the fact is that, guys, listen, market cap, which I know market cap is used as a great example, as the burn continues, which I know it has to be a very substantial burn. The burn has to be like something ridiculous, like to actually achieve a $1 valuation. But what I want to point out is that, again, it's not like this coin is going anywhere anytime soon. I don't see this coin not existing in 5 to 10 to 15 years. I think this coin will exist for a very long time. It has a strong community behind it, plenty of funding to go around. The project continues to get updated on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis. So again, I think there's still a lot going on with Shiba Inu, and I still think that there's plenty of upside potential in the future. Now, as far as $1 goes, again, I totally agree that is probably a 5 to 10 year price target. Don't get me wrong. Like, that is something that might take us a substantial amount of time to get to. But all of that being said, I still think we could get to it one day. It's just a matter of, I guess, patience in this. And I know I talk about patience way too much on this channel, but again, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while for Shiba Inu to reach $1. 2025, again, that's a very, what I would call, hopeful estimate. I mean, it's not like this guy's estimating that. That's just kind of the question posed. I think if anything, maybe in the 2030s, we could see something like that. Again, guys, I think 1 cent is reachable in 2022 if all of the right factors are in place, if all of the right catalysts are in place. But that being said, we don't know how those pieces of news, how those catalysts are going to play out and how they're going to affect the price exactly, right? So I can't really say that for sure. It's all speculative at the end of the day. It's why, guys, I'm not putting a lot of money in this coin in the first place. I'm buying the dips when I can, and I'm only putting enough money that I'm only putting enough money in that I'm willing to lose. That's my personal investment strategy. You guys can invest obviously the way that you guys want to invest, obviously, but that's what I like to do. Guys, like I said in the beginning of the video, join our private Discord. It's the first link down in the description below. We want to help you, and we think that this is a great way to do that, especially if you're new to the cryptocurrency markets, and even if you're not new. If you guys want to just join up to a community that's really strong, really tight, and really cool, again, first link down in the description below. Also, too, if you guys want to pick up a free stock and start trading Shiba Inu all on the same platform, you guys can hit the link down in the description below for public.com. Again, public.com is a social investing network app that allows you to see what other people are buying and selling in both the stock and crypto markets, guys. Again, we personally use it. It's a great way to see our personal portfolios on there and see what we're buying and selling. And obviously, it's cool, right? You can talk with other people on there. It's like a social media app, but for investing. So really, really cool stuff. Make sure to hit the link down in the description below. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance, bro. Take it easy.